Hi, welcome. Tonight I want to talk about naming emotions. So, this is one more tool that we can use in the emotional regulation series. So, naming an emotion is a very simple thing that you can do in the moment or even after the fact when thinking about an experience. And what naming an emotion does is it brings the focus out of one part of your brain and into another part of your brain. So they scientifically have studied this through functional MRIs. And a functional MRI allows us to see what part of the brain lights up under different circumstances. And what we see is that the part of the brain that lights up during a strong emotion, such as fear, is the amygdala. Whereas if you name that emotion, if you say fear is here or I am experiencing fear, suddenly the part of the brain that lights up moves to the prefrontal cortex in a lot of cases. And the prefrontal cortex is responsible more for executive functioning. So it's more of you're analyzing what's going on and trying to figure out what's going on as opposed to the overwhelming fear response. So basically, by putting a name to the emotion, you kind of are removing yourself from being engulfed in the emotion and allow yourself to be more of an observer as to what's going on. And then from that position, you can make better decisions when you don't feel overwhelmed by the emotion. So, other ways you can name the emotion other than actually naming it are uh, talking through what happened. So, maybe counseling or talking to a friend, or even journaling, where you're basically telling yourself the story of what happened. And that allows the intensity of the emotion to kind of dampen and allows you to look at the situation more of an observer. And it's important when you're observing yourself in these situations to know that none of these reactions are wrong and that you're looking like with curiosity and not judgment. You're not judging your response to the situation, but you are just observing the response and looking with curiosity. So naming is one more tool that we can use in the emotional regulation series.